Alright, let's go. Yo, this your new favorite rapper, Young Sauce the God, and right now we live on the Wake and Bake Show. Yeah.
Yo, 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 yo. Got your boy Marvin the Thug in the building. Hey, you tuned into the Livest morning show. I appreciate everybody for checking in. Hey, turn it up with us on this Saturday morning. We live and we lit. Hey, straight vibes today, man. I'm talking about the All Gold Art Show, man, and the experience, man. So take over today, man, with my man Truth, man. Hey, we got the next artist off the project right here. You like to introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Dara Carter, singer, songwriter, pianist.
Okay. Man, where the fuck you went and found all this dope ass fucking
Man.
talent from?
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. It's like didn't have to like it just kind of gravitated. I guess dope people gravitate towards each other. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you like to tell the people a little bit more about yourself? Where you from?
Yeah. I'm from Georgia. I'm from Fayetteville, Georgia. I've been doing music since I was 3, classical piano. Then I switched into jazz. Started developing my own sound maybe about 5-6 years ago. Since then, I've dropped 2 projects, done a tour, international tour, and here I am now, working on my next project.
All right. So how did you get into doing music?
So I started classical piano when I was 3. My parents put me in, just for discipline, and I realized very quickly I love it,
Okay.
So then I started writing songs around 8, and then, performing around 12.
So is it any artist that inspired you?
Yes. Stevie Wonder, Prince, all the old greats, like Alicia Keys, John Legend, like anyone with the piano vocals, like, who's out there, with their style. What I appreciate about, the artists I like is, I like the ones who are able to adjust to the times, but keep that authenticity of their sound. So yeah, like Stevie, and people like that,
Stevie is fucking dope.
Yeah, like.
Me coming up, I had a passion for music. I love all genres of music. Like when I came up on the MTV era of the first music era where all music was created and put together on one level. It wasn't hip hop or R&B or country. All that shit. I watched all that shit and got into all that shit. So that's why when he was talking earlier about Kenny Rogers and people like that, like those people that I came up on, like real artists from back in the days, I listened to fucking all music.
Yeah.
So Stevie was like one of the dopest artists that I fucking got into. I believe he was one of the artists that when I first started buying music, he was one of the first CDs that I had bought because he was like fucking dope.
Yeah.
So like all those greats you name, Prince, Stevie, people that really get down behind the keys. Alicia Keys, she's a fucking dope ass.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
I mean, N.D.R.E., mean, you got a bunch of dope artists that really can get out and create dope music.
Yeah.
Dara Carter. Yeah.
Okay,
I was a fan of Dara, man. First time I saw her perform, I was like, damn, she is fucking good. Like it was just like that, man. It was like, damn, she is really like. I saw how like a room got captivated.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? She's patient on stage. She's well rehearsed. You know what I'm saying? Which is something I always look for. And she has she has a long range of things that she can do.
Okay.
And then when we started working together, man, like it was almost like natural. We had known each other like shit, probably like a couple years, like just by seeing each other in passing. And one day it was like shit.
Let's work.
Yeah, let's work. Like, I've been producing records, and then, like, by then, like, some of my records had started getting out, you know what I'm saying? So, we got together, and it was easy. It was seamless, you know what I'm saying? She's a, man, working with a talent like that, you know what I'm saying, is any producer's dream.
Okay. So, your style of music, what would you call your style of music?
I consider myself genre-free. If you check out my last album, there's 80s pop on there, some rock, some R&B. I like to skip around. Right now, I'm trying to lock in on more of a specific sound, but yeah, so far it's just been genre-free. I just like all styles of music, and I realized pretty early, like vocally, I can go there.
Okay.
So yeah,
Okay,
Genre
so
free.
your last project, what's the title of your last project?
It's called Hello Freedom.
Okay,
On all platforms.
okay. So what's your favorite single off of that project?
It's a tie between a song called Joy, which is the first track, and a song called Re-Up.
Okay. So let's talk about the re-up.
Okay.
What's that single about?
So it's about reing up on love. Like it's a really sexy like love song, but the metaphor is that your love is a drug. So I'm reeing up on your love. Yeah.
Okay. So how do you get into your pretty much process of making music? What's your process?
Really, it's different, and I was just talking to someone about this. It's about knowing your what season you're in. So sometimes I may feel a little more like anxious about songwriting than other times, and I have to do a lot more. I have to spend about 2 hours meditating, getting myself centered to go in and write. Sometimes I'm just like, I can write at the drop of a hat, So it's about really knowing, learning myself. I'm still learning myself and what my patterns are, and learning to nurture that artist around those seasons of myself in my life.
She's Gemini too.
Yeah, I'm a Gemini too.
I am too.
You are? Okay, you get it.
Those seasons
It's
change
like I
throughout
might
the
be
day.
a whole different person 2 minutes from now,
So that's when you was speaking about your creative process of how you could be so on point on one day, and then you might take a whole different approach to doing something the next moment. That's exactly some Gemini traits.
Yeah.
I do that myself. Some things I know exactly where I'm finna go with a situation. I be like, boom, that's it right there. I'm finna run it like this, like this, like this, and that's it. And then some days I'm challenged.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
what's gonna be the move? So
I think it's about being like patient with yourself,
Yeah.
Even like through the blocks. There's times where like I feel blocked, and I'll be blocked for a long time and think, maybe I just don't have it anymore,
But really all you doing, you reading up on that,
Yeah,
on that
exactly.
juice,
You
man.
come back with like better shit. So, yeah.
So you got any other projects you got coming?
Yeah, so I'm working on one now. I'm planning to release it next spring. That's
Okay.
very loose right now, so we'll see, yeah.
Okay. So you got any performances lined up?
Yeah, I actually have Bonfire November 1st, and then another gig on the 11th. For the art show. Yeah.
It's actually the All Go to Art Show sponsoring, where's David at right there? Young Golden Gifted.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's actually a poetry event. So we got Dara on there. We got Just John on there. We got Troy Man, who was actually on the show that was on Netflix with Cardi B and
The rap game.
Chance the
right?
Rapper.
Okay.
You know what I mean? He made it to the very end. Like it was like the final three.
Yeah,
You know
he's
what I
dope.
mean? So he's gonna be there. We got a lot of craft is gonna be there. We got a lot of dope people coming out. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a different vibe too.
So we were just talking about this, and it's already in the process. Goddamn cake baked already. I was trying to add some little ingredients in. Yeah, already the cake already baked.
Yeah, and this is more of a poetry kind of vibe though. Like as you know, the All Gold Art Show. That's like I wanted people to come in to the smorgasbord. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all kinds of shit going on in here. You know what I mean? Like this is gonna be something, man. It's gonna be really we want couples to come out here. You know what I'm saying? Like something you can come out to, social distance while still getting a good show.
Yeah, that's what's up. That sounds like a dope experience. And like I said, with this All Go Art Show, it's already its own vibe. And like I say, it just ties into what we need as far as people, and it's all organic, like
Yeah.
good vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's something that we need.
Yeah.
And y'all got some good substance as far as the contents of the music. You know what I mean? It's mature.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a real grown project, man. Because what I wanted to make it for was something that a young dude can listen to and be like, yeah, man. When I'm old, I want to be jamming on some shit like that. Somebody who's older can listen to, be like, man, that shit make me feel young again. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And the people our age, you be like, this shit right in my vibe. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
The record me and her did is called Amnesia on there.
Okay.
And a lot of times when I'm getting ready to work with somebody, right, especially for this project, you know, because I'm scheduling these different, you know, social distancing. I was bringing people in one at a time, so I may bring the bass player in at a completely different time. They didn't hear the song until like it came out. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm working on them, right? They wouldn't hear the song until it really came out. But this song, man, you know, we had spoke during one of our other sessions. You know what I'm saying? We had spoke during one of our other. She said, man, she wanted to kind of like push to a more edgier sound,
Okay.
right? So she, you know, because she has a very pure innocence about her and her music, right?
Okay.
And she said that's not all of who she is, so she
Yeah.
wanted to push to another sound. And then, like, you know, I had a session with her later on that day, and then I was like, man, I didn't know what I was gonna do, to be honest with you. Like, I had no idea. Like, I had like a couple of beats I wanted to play, but I didn't know what it was gonna be. But then I don't know, the song Amnesia just kind of hit me. And then when I brought it to her, she was like, she added her flavor to it. You know what I'm saying? And then she went into it fearlessly.
Yeah, and I want to just kind of piggyback on that, like, and what other people were saying about Truth. Like, one thing I appreciate about working with him is, just like his name says, he's going to get the truth out of you. And, like, we talked a lot about, you know, yeah, my previous sound was very innocent, very, like, positive, and I said to him, like, you know, that's not all there is to me. Like, I'm a Gemini, I got all these sides, and I feel very restricted as far as how I've set myself up as far as, like, my content and my message. And he's like, no, fuck that. Like, you're going to sing about, you know, like, we're going to do some raw shit. Like, we're going to sing about something real. And, you know, that's why I really like this song. It was not comfortable for me, and I like being in that space of, like, discomfort. I feel like I'm stretching and growing, and I was able to talk about some real stuff on the track. Like, yeah, that's real life for me. So, yeah, he's just like, if that's how you're living, like, talk about it. You know, it's really that simple. And for me, I'm a hard person to crack open sometimes. Like, I can be really shy and, like, you know, I was very sheltered growing up. So, you know, saying certain things are a little hard. It's a little harder for me to get raw sometimes. And I really appreciate him because he'll stick with and make sure, like, he sees the whole process through. Like, you're gonna talk about some real shit, period. If you're with him and you're an artist and you ever work with this man, like, he's gonna make sure you talk about some real shit. And that's that's what it's about. So I really appreciate, you know, working with him in that whole process. So yeah.
All right, so we finna drop.
So I'll say this though, and this is partly my fault.
Okay.
I didn't let people know to be prepared. You know what I'm saying? I didn't let her know to be prepared. I think I told everybody else, but I apologize for that. And of course, I didn't give them the songs until it came out. Like, they got to go stream like everybody else, right? Yeah, because like it was all such a work in progress. I didn't want them to hear it before it reached where I said it was gonna go. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell them like, hey man, I'm working on some trumpet on here. I'm waiting on the bass player to get back to me. I'm working on the trumpet player to come here. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, and Dara actually added a lot to my to the rest of the project. She was coming through laying keys. She sang background on one of my favorite songs, one of the other songs that I'm on called Crazy. And people like that part more than they like my part. I'm like, yeah, that's what's up. But I'm happy about that though, because that's what it's about. But you know, she wants to give a great performance, so she's not going to perform it. But I do want the people to hear the song. So we gonna vibe to it while it plays.
I'm thinking you bringing a lot of greatness out of a lot of great people. You know what I mean? I think these people are talented, but I think you taking them to the next level with their craft.
Absolutely.
So salute to you on that.
Yeah.
And let's see what we got right
Oh yeah, Amnesia.